you're seeing here is of a Scrum board. It's going to vary differently between a Kanban board. I know the team or the class has talked about Kanban briefly. We're going to just focus on a Scrum board today. So this is a very, very high level Scrum board. What you'll experience in your working environments, there will be probably more columns than just to do, in progress, or done. You might experience things like in review, in testing, and some maybe PO review. But the main ones you're going to want to focus on are to do, in progress, and done, right? So here's your Scrum board. We have some options here on the left, such as timeline, backlog. Let's take a look at backlog. It's going to kind of be a little bare right now because we don't have any items created here, but that's going to change in just a moment. So here is your product backlog, or your backlog within Jira. This is where typically you'll find user stories right here under backlog. You'll find user stories, and product owner's role is responsible for keeping the backlog prioritized. They work with the team through refinement activities and grooming sessions to keep the backlog prioritized. And this is where the team's work will live, essentially. And so we're going to go ahead and create an epic. That's going to be the first thing that we do. So let's go ahead and create an epic. Let's see if I can move this window out of my way. All right. So what you're going to do is go up here to the top. And there's a few ways you can do some of the actions we're going to take today. There's a few paths to get to where you want to go using Jira. But so right now we're going to use this button up here called Create, this big blue button. Hopefully everybody sees that. So once you hit create, and it could be different depending on the version of Jira that you're using, but when you hit create, you're going to get this pop up here on the right. And we're going to go ahead and look at our project. So the project that we are creating an epic in today is this board I created for this class specifically called Jira Fundamentals. So this is our project. You can see the name of the project here on the left. We're going to go ahead and make sure that aligns, because we don't want to be in an organization where there's probably a lot of different teams and projects. You don't want to be creating stories or epics or things like that on other project teams' boards, because it can get kind of confusing. But so we're going to make sure this aligns with our project. So Jira Fundamentals, it is a Scrum board. We're going to change our issue type from story to epic. So now we're going to create an epic. So we have our project and we have our epic. Here is our summary. So this is going to essentially be our title. Once the epic is created, this is going to be the name of the epic. What we're going to do for this epic is billing and payments redesign. You're probably wondering, what does that mean? Well, our organization has asked our delivery team to redesign billing and payments for our members, our customers, our users. Pretend that we work, let's say a health insurance company, or let's say any company, any organization. Most companies, they make their revenue by charging people. People need to make payments. So typically on their websites or on their applications, you guys are all familiar with this. You got to have a place to make payments, right? So our organization has asked our team, I want you to use your imagination and pretend that we are a software development team. The business has asked us to redesign billing and payments for our customers or our members. So we have our summary. That's going to be the name of our epic, essentially. So when you see summary, you can kind of just think about it like name. We also have a description box. So you'll find a description box within the epic as well. This is where you're going to kind of explain. And again, remember, a Scrum Master might not always be doing this action here, creating an epic, but again,